the game as a whole?
Proud of the effort, proud of the comeback, proud of the players. Some players I thought were really fun to watch. I thought Jake Crespi played tremendous. I thought Arvid stood out tonight. We're happy for Kyle Kukkonen to get the couple of power play goals for us. I thought the guys executed well with the goalie out. Penalty kill, did the job when they had to do it, and Max gave us a good effort. All the young guys, freshman guys, got to see what the environment was like. I thought the crowd was dynamic. I'm glad we were able to do something to get them into it so that they could enjoy themselves. The band was absolutely tremendous. Again, the locals and the students, they were all great, and we certainly felt the energy. So, not a win, but it's a tie. It's a point, and tying the NCAA, and say again, it's something that we can build off of. Hopefully we can put something together now.
How important was it to have that effort in the third period, just from a confidence standpoint for your guys right now?
I thought we had the effort the whole game. They just scored a couple in the third. We got some power plays, and that's been in a lot of ways losing confidence for us. I mean, we had a 4-on-3 early and didn't get a shot on goal, and then a 5-on-4 didn't get a shot on goal. But they got it at the right time. And again, it's I'm proud of the guys. It was we knew that the way that we were playing consistently and practicing consistently was not sustainable. The bridge was going to collapse at some point, and it kind of did last night. And tonight, we planted some roots. They're shallow, but hopefully we can nurture them a little bit and get them to grow, and guys can gain confidence and make us all proud.
Was there one big momentum swinger, would you say, besides the obvious power play goals that you kind of noticed as a coach there from the team?
No, I think the unit was playing for each other tonight, and that's probably the first time I felt that. But that didn't happen as the game went on and things like that. I felt a camaraderie on the bench, of brotherhood. The communication was positive. They were saying the right things on as far as what needed to be done, and again, Bemidji's a really good hockey team, really, really good hockey team with energy. You gotta like the way they, the last 5 minutes of the period are obviously a priority for them. They shorten their bench and play a certain way and try to get energy and chase on the puck, and they've got good speed, good compete, good tenacity. So we had to at least match that to some degree to give ourselves a chance, because you knew they were going to bring it. They bring it every game, and I'm part of the guys. I thought they did that.
We saw earlier in the power play, Arvid stick breaks. It looked like Kyle's might have on a previous one, but it didn't quite shatter. But how important was it in the third period for him to get going, for Logan to make that pass to him, be able to find that space to get the shot off?
Talking about Kooks?
Yeah, on the first goal.
It's important. It was important to all of us. He's a potentially a dynamic player that's got to learn and grow, and everything that all of us can do to get confidence. I feel more confident tonight than I certainly did last night. It's so anything can be done to put the team first. I mean, I think that's the first thing he would say was he was happy to contribute to the group, and that's the kind of kid he is. That's the kind of kids we have in the locker room. We have to make sure that we take whatever momentum we have and try to get it up over top of that hill so we can just start that little decline, start moving forward instead of continuing pushing up, and that wheel rolled back on us a little bit. So, but again, I thought we built a little bit of foundation tonight that we can grow on, and hopefully we can strengthen that and build on top of that and put something together that's make us all proud.
We go into your favorite subject, 3-on-3 overtime. We have 2 forwards and a defenseman this season as opposed to 1 forward, 2 defensemen last year. Do you feel more confident this year in terms of just like a group structure in a 3-on-3 format?
I don't know. It was the first time I don't know the answer to that. It's the first time we did it. What I do know is that we have a core group of about 8 players that I'm confident have the tools in their belt to be able to play a man-on-man type deal. Like you could see what Bemidji was just trying to do a one-on-one, and they did get in like 3 times. They got in maybe 3 times on where they just go back, get speed and go back, get speed and go, and they got some chances out of it. So you have to be able to handle that and take care of the puck and manage it. And I thought it was a pretty good chess match. We had a couple great looks. Crespi had 2 great looks at the net. Leiper walked in. You know what I mean? We had a couple of great looks to end it ourselves. And when it got to the shootout, it comes down. It ultimately came down to 1 shot. They got it, and we didn't. So we had a chance to end it a couple times, and we didn't. And, that's really the way the game goes. That's life, right?
Yeah, was there any influence to your decision to pull Max there for the 6-on-4 power play?
Yeah, I wanted to score.
Okay.
We had the power play. We got a relatively early whistle there on the power play, so that unit wasn't overly tired. My plan was to go to maybe take it down to a minute or so, but then you're always risking, can you get the guys off? It's in the other zone far away, can you get the guys off? So I chose to do it at that point. Seemed to be a good time, and seemed to work out.
Finally break through.
I mean, after a while you start gripping the stick a little bit, but after a great feed from Logan, it's obviously nice to hit one and put it in the back of the net finally. So obviously it's nice to get the monkey off the back early in the year, but obviously we gotta be good enough to get the win.
How important was it to get that goal and get you guys motivated there for the rest of that third period?
I mean, I think the third period was on the bench and in the rink. I'm sure everyone in the rink kind of felt the energy kind of jump, and obviously it's a great atmosphere to play in, and I think we just got to bring that energy for 3 periods and we'll be in great shape.
How was that desperation at the very end there where it's basically a 6-on-4, goalie's pulled? Is it like clicking that you guys we have to deliver here, or?
I mean, obviously there's always a lot of pressure, especially in a 1-goal game like that and a big weekend like this against a great team like Bemidji, but I mean, I think something we preach a lot lately is just playing for each other, and I think after a few tough bumps in the road at the start of the year, we've kind of figured out that we need to play for each other, and I think in that third period we were finally all doing our jobs and playing for the guy next to you, and you believe in each guy next to you to do their job.
What did you see on that second goal?
Honestly, I was a little confused right away in the formation, and then a puck ended up going on net and came my feet, and I just tried to throw a rebound at the net, and I didn't see it go in at first, but I don't know, the crowd got pretty loud, so I figured it went in the net.
Going into next weekend against St. Lawrence, what are you going to try to do personally to continue the momentum here that you've broken now through your wall?
I mean, I think it's that third period is just a lot of confidence in the locker room for all of us. I mean, we all saw how good we can be, and obviously I think it was probably one of our better games of the year so far, but obviously we can't take shifts off like we did end of the first, end of the second. If we play a solid 60 minutes, we should be in great shape.
Has it been a little rough considering all the injuries that the team has been going through recently?
I mean, obviously it's tough when you lose a guy or someone's hurting or playing through stuff, but at the end of the day, that's how hockey goes, and it's the next guy up mentality, and I think we have a great locker room here that's deep, and whoever's going to dress that night is going to do their job, and we got a great team in there, so I think it's just next guy up's got to do their job, and we believe in everyone in that locker room.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's fun, honestly. I like change of pace. Being a forward, you're not used to having all the ice in front of you, so it was nice being able to scan and lay out the ice a little bit better. So it was fun.
Have you had to prep on your backward skating a little bit?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. It's been a while since I've used that, so.
Talk about the third period and what you guys needed to do to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, we knew, obviously yesterday they took it to us a little bit. They're a great team, so we knew we just had to, stay together, stick to our game plan. We hadn't been defending well this weekend, so we decided to start from D-zone out, and we got some nice goals by Kyle there, and it's a full team effort.
Going into the weekend, we had one forward dressed as a defenseman, and then you kind of got enlisted, if you will, last night. How does that go from you're going from one position up, now you're playing defense? Like, does that do you have to do a mental change for that while you're on the bench?
It's a different process prepping for the game because obviously, as a winger, you're thinking, what can I do on the wall to be responsible in my zone, and then as a D, I didn't really know what to expect. So I just knew I wanted to get back to pucks early, move it as quick as possible, try to simplify things. There's a couple of times I got in trouble there with my feet, but once I settled into the game, it seemed to sort itself out.
Talk about the last minutes there when you guys have the power play, you pull the goalie. What did you see on that play that helped set up the goal?
Yeah, obviously, we've been working on our power play for a while. It hasn't been a strong suit up to this point, so they were just trying new things out, and they put me and Chris out there, and You know, we knew we had a high pop guy, and I wasn't really seeing much up top, and the shooting lane was clogged, so figured shoot for the stick, try to get a look there, and ended up going in, but it was.
Do you find yourself trying to follow off of O'Connell's lead since you are with that veteran D presence there?
Absolutely. He's an offensive defenseman. He skates well too, so I was just trying to follow his lead and play off him the best I could.
What the heck happened in the overtime there? He's shooting over the net?
Hit his shoulder. Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't a miss. It hit his shoulder, and then he got another shoulder one. So maybe he should have tried to switch up spots, but it's a good save.
How do you build off of this period now moving forward?
Just continue to grow. You know, there's a lot of work we need to get done on our D zone. So just working from there out, like we started with in the third period, and you saw a big difference. So just cleaning everything up and make sure we get pucks north better, take better care of the puck. So
Yeah, will we be seeing you in net next weekend, or?
there's a chance. Anything the team needs. So.